Folks, welcome back. This is spring over here on the homestead, and I want to give you all a quick tour of our garden 2.0. All right, so last year y'all saw our garden, and it did mostly pretty well. The biggest issue we had is between our sandy soil and these fabric pots. If you did not water every single day in the summer, the plants would suffer. So I decided to tackle that problem. And bam, as you can see, we now have drip irrigation. For less than $200, this is by far one of the coolest upgrades I've done. So let me give y'all a quick little tour of the drip irrigation, and then I'll give y'all a little demonstration at the end. So we're coming in just with a normal garden hose, and we're going from this 3/4 garden hose to a 1/2-inch irrigation tubing adapter. And then off of this 1/2-inch that I'll call like the artery, we have these little 1/4-inch lines that go to these little micro sprayers, and we have that on almost every pot in here. And take it from me, if you're doing more than like 3 or 4 little sprayers, go 1/2-inch. Ask me how I know. I installed this whole system with nothing but 1/4-inch because it's dirt cheap, and I ended up rebuilding the whole thing a second time to replace it all with 1/2-inch, or the main artery. That being said, I'm going to link the automatic timer to get off of Amazon. It's really good. I'll give you a little demonstration later. For all these fittings though, I honestly cannot recommend getting them off of Amazon. I would definitely go to your local hardware store or your local garden store, because all these T's and barbs and regulators and everything need to fit together. And if you don't get standardized size tubing, they won't go together correctly, and you'll have an issue on your hands. And just for what's in here, I don't want to lie, but I think it's maybe like $50, $60 worth of stuff. And we have all these pots connected together. Everything in here is connected. I'll give you a little quick demonstration on how you go from the 1/2-inch to the 1/4-inch. So this 1/2-inch is actually vinyl tubing. It's actually kind of hard plastic. And so to puncture that, you get this cool little tool. I got this from a local hardware store, and I want it to go right in the middle. So I'm just going to poke a hole right here. Bam, just like that. And then you'll need at least one fitting. This is called a 1/4-inch barbed coupling fitting. And you'll just shove it in there like so. And then if you have a hair dryer or some hot water, you can kind of get the memory out of this tubing a little bit easier. But it's not super important. And then when you go to shove it in this tubing, use 2 hands, and you really got to push hard until you get that good click. And now that's in there, I also have a 90-degree barbed fitting. And so I'm going to cut it about right there. These fittings are much easier to work with. Shove that in there like so. And then to go to this little sprayer that I want about in the middle, I'm gonna have another line that'll be about that long. And again, you can kind of just massage the line a little bit and get some of that memory out. After a few days of sitting in the sun, it'll all kind of naturally go to where you want it to. Push that on there. Go and put that spray head in there like so. Push that in. Bam. Now this little planter box is properly irrigated. That's pretty cool. So that is our little quick. Oh wait, let me show you all the timer, and then we'll do a quick demonstration. All right, this is the timer that we picked. We picked Orbit. You can get some cheaper ones. This is less than 50 bucks. I'll have it linked down below. But Orbit has been in business for a long, long time. And you can pick this up at a local hardware store or off Amazon, whichever one you want. I put a Y splitter on our main water spigot. That way I can still use a second hose for around the house and everything. And then this hose is going all the way over to the garden. This little timer is pretty cool. It just takes 2 AA batteries. And then to set it, you simply rotate this little dial to exactly what you want. And then you can easily turn it off. You have a rain delay, and then what I'm about to use now is this manual setting. So you just hit manual, and you can adjust up or down how long you want it. I'll just have it on for 10 minutes for demonstration, and bam, it just turned itself on. Let's go see how the sprayers work. All right, so we've got this all installed, and for this little micro sprayer, they're adjustable, which is pretty cool. You'll just crack it open, and bam, look at that. It's a nice gentle spray, and it's going exactly over the whole area of the pot, which is awesome. And the cilantro are really gonna like that. And you see here, excuse me, I have two different types. It's called a micro bubbler. This is just a micro sprayer. And these are adjustable as well. But you can see we have no leakies. And all the water is coming out exactly where we want. Over here on the rosemary, this is a raised bed and it drains really quickly. And because rosemary likes it so dry, I'm actually going to turn these down to just barely a trickle. Just enough to get them wet. So you can see you can adjust them way down, which is nice. And then we have them on all of these pots over here. And because the ground's not perfectly level, not every single one is spraying perfectly, but it is just fine. Everything's gonna get water every single morning. You can see our daughters like it too. Yeah. All right, so that's about it for the drip irrigation system. I hope y'all like it. If y'all have any questions or suggestions or anything like that, just put them down below, and we'll see y'all next time.